Okay. What's good? What's good? Hey. Peace and love, divine. Peace and love. Peace and equality. You already know what's up. Divine love, divine peace, and divine consciousness. Yeah. I'm Stardust Goddess Divine here at Love Life Messages The Talk, where we keep it real. 100. Vibrate on love from the green heart chakra. Boss it open. You know what I'm saying? Keep it authentic. We love ourselves over here. You understand? We know we're not perfect. We know we make mistakes. We know we're perfectly imperfect. That's why we work on ourselves every day, right? Anyways, shout out to the Most High, to the Creator of all, to the source of all that's within, that expresses itself outside of us through any and everything divine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We do not consent, condone, want, accept negative energy, right? We want love. We don't want negative energy. We send it back. Or, depending on what you are sending, and if it's really harmful and disrespectful and toxic, and it's very, harmful with ill intent, then send it up to source. Whew. To the Most High, to the Creator of all, to the source of all. You understand? Source will clean that energy for us. Ooh, I can feel the chills. I love you too. Ooh, I feel the chills. Yes, divine. Divine said that I needed that. I appreciate you. You know I do. I love you. Okay, you guys. Let's get started today. I don't know what's gonna come out. I changed my desk around a little bit. I put all the pop cans scattered over there. You know what I mean? So that you guys can at least see a little something that I'm doing. Because usually you really can't see. You know, my incense don't burn up the table. One over here, so I try to hide it with this thing. And I have another part over there that the incense don't burn. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But with that said, I appreciate you. I love you. And if you're here, thank you. Let's see what we're gonna start with today. We're gonna go with the flow as usual. You already know divine. We don't plan anything. I just grab cards, we go with the flow, and then we go from there. So I don't know what's gonna go on here. I have a lot of cards that are mixed up. So what comes out comes out. You know? Ooh. Okay, so you put all of these back. Oi. Oi. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you want them to know, this kind of divine. What this one say? Ooh. False claims. Using stolen identity. Who trying to be you? Uh-oh. Who trying to be you, divine? They know you authentic. They know you 100. They know you keep it real. Right? They know how you roll. They know you rock with divine. Right? They know you genuine. They know that you value your time. You know what I'm saying? But they be trying to be you. False claims. Stolen identity. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that some shit? And you know about it. Should be scared about it. Rock your shit. Pop your shit. Pop your color. But in a divine way. Nobody said that you can't be fly. You know what I mean? Nobody said you can't enjoy life. Or the good things in life. Who said you can't? It's just this here. The confidence. Don't mistake it for ego. Because a lot of people mistake confidence and ego for the same thing, and it's not. Confidence is when you know who you are. You know that you're genuine, you're real, right? Like we say over here, we know we're perfectly imperfect. We know we're going to fuck up from time to time. Because as much as we control ourselves, we can't control the energies around us. And that's why it's important to align yourself with the same type of energy. That way you don't have that problem when you're in an environment where the people is flowing and vibrating on the same frequency as you. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to worry about people. They will recognize, oh, that's confidence. That's not ego. You understand? They'll know the difference off bat. Anyways, so yeah. Don't ever be scared to pop your shit, to walk in your confidence. Ego is when you start belittling others. Yes, we could speak from what we see, like I do over here. This is love and life messages, so I'm going to speak the truth, right? Right? But it doesn't give me the authority to tell you what to do, how to live your life. I can observe and I can learn from my environment, and I can choose, because we all have a choice in how we want to live, what we want to do. We all have a vision, a way that we picture our lives and how we want it to be, right? So we must align ourselves to that vision in order for it to come into fruition. You know, and depending on what that vision is, sometimes it's going to take work. Not sometimes, all the time it's going to take work. Just depending on what that vision, what it is that you have. Sometimes it takes more work than others would take their journey and work to do on their journey. But you can't worry about the outside. Yes, we love. Yes, we this, etc. Yes, right? But you have to worry about this first. You cannot give parts of yourself and pieces of yourself to others that you're not even giving to yourself. You understand? Trust me. I know, because I learned that lesson. Real hard. Real hard. You know why? Because we got a heart. Because we're love. We vibrate from love at all times. And it doesn't mean that we're going to stop showing love and vibrating our love. We can't change who we are. If we are love, then we're going to naturally give out love. It's just how we give that love now. Right? That's all. How do we give that love? Is it going to be reciprocated? Is it going to be accepted? Or is it going to be made a fool of? You understand? That's why, like I said, you have to know who to align yourself with, the type of people you want to be around. Are they worthy of your time? Are they even taking your time for granted? Or are they valuing your time? Do they appreciate you as a being that you are? Right? We always want to feel appreciated and loved. We don't look for validation. We don't want it because we already have that within ourselves. However, I mean, if we're going to align ourselves and kick it with people and have fun, we want people that's, you know what I mean, doing like us. We want us. We want other us's around us. Yeah, feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Divine? Real thing. Anyways, yeah, so you already know. When you get deep into it, cut off. Now I had to delete like 5 pretty lengthy videos, so you shouldn't have a reason to cut off at this point. Alright. But yeah, you know what I mean? Don't align yourself with snakes in the grass, you understand? But also be a chameleon in this matrix. You ain't got no choice but to be a chameleon, you know, because not because you're sneaky and conniving, not that kind of chameleon. We're not talking about, oh, let's see like a plan. Oh yeah, let me smile in somebody's face today because I got a plot or an agenda to do something to them. We're not talking about that chameleon, right? Everything is how you define it, how you perceive it, and the intentions behind your words, right? So for me, when I say a chameleon, yes, be a chameleon to life and existence, right? There's a time and place for everything. But with good intentions. Right? With good intentions. And even if you are wrong, for some reason, you have to interact with low vibrational beings, etc., etc. We still gonna show love and stuff like that. Right? We don't have to chameleonize ourselves into what they are to be around them. As long as you keep this strong, right? Your vibrations, your intent Keep it positive, right? We are beings of balance, left and right, but neutral in the middle. You understand? So what we do is, that's why I said green heart chakra. You understand? Green, because green is pure, it's good intent. It doesn't mean be stupid and a dumbass and shit. That's why you have the balance of the energies, right? And you wouldn't want to take the balance into your own hands. It just means that because you're neutral, you're here in the middle, that you're well grounded and divinely protected, guided at all times. Divine got you because divine see you walking that narrow middle path, right? Yes, you have access to both. I guess people would say that crossroads. You have the access to the, to the heart and the mind. Well, I do it backwards, but you know what I mean. And then you have good and bad and this and that, but those things are also interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to break it down. Because I said my mind, it works different, right? We're past surface. We're past the surface level. This is it and this is that and that's it. No. We are interdimensional beings. So our levels of understanding for each and everything should be interdimensional. And we should act accordingly. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, it's okay. It's not your time yet. But anyways, let's see what else we got to say here, Divine. I love you. If you're still here, I rock with you. That's what's up. Thank you. Ooh. It's nothing wrong with enjoying life. Right? It says late night drive, music, ice cream, simple. It's nothing wrong with enjoying life. It's nothing wrong with enjoying certain things because what did I just say? Now, of course, if you're aware, okay, this is toxins and this is, yes, we understand that. But we also over and understand from the day we was born now until now, because we've been living in the matrix, we have become accustomed to these things. And a lot of the products and things like that, yes, some of the people behind those products, the intentions were never good. And then some of them, they were. But because we are all different beings, and as much as people say, oh, we're the same race, so they say, no, we have different DNA structure. Each and every single one of us is different. We might have some of the similar things, yes. But depending on the way that we carry ourselves, by the way our thought processes is what build us as a being, is what structure our DNA into being who we are. Right? So we're creators, and we're creating ourselves as we go along in life. You understand? By your actions, by the things you do, say, by the way you think, by the people you're around, etc., etc. So, with knowing these things, we can balance. Right? It doesn't mean you can't enjoy things. Yes, you got fucked up music, etc., etc. But your intent is what is important. Because you could look at a music and say, fuck this thing. Well, let's not say that word. But, example, I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Right? Say something like that. If I listen to that, I could be talking to a demon. I listen to it, I might not be listening to say I'm gonna hurt somebody around here or somebody mess with me, so I'm gonna take them out. I could be talking spiritually when I'm singing this song because I'm recreating my reality. Whatever that you know what I mean? Especially if people want to bombard you with energies and stuff, and you're feeling those energies, you transmute that energy into what you want it to be. That's what I do. You understand? And sometimes people not shooting no energy at you either. Sometimes because you are just an energy being, energy gonna pick up energy. Simple. Right? But anyways, music, ice cream, right? Just enjoy life. Have ice cream from time to time if that's what you want. Just balance your energy. I have my times when I just want to eat. I'm chilling, I'm eating, chilling. But I know when to go, okay, time for me to chill. Let me, change up my diet right quick. You start drinking my teas, let me drink my smoothie, let me do this. Now I have my time, but what I'm not going to do is play myself because I know I'm still in the flesh. I'm not going to stress my shit. I used to. And I still have a lot to learn. I'm still learning as I go, but I'm learning what works for me. Right? And as I'm going along the process and I'm learning these things, I notice that I'm happier. Because when you try to please society and please this one and this one, if I don't act this way, talk this way, or do this or do that, people are gonna look at me different. Fuck that. I don't care no more. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you do, somebody gonna always have something to say. Right? You eat too much, oh, you fat. Excuse my language, but it's true. You eat too little, you're skinny. You must be sick. Right? So it's like, I can't be around here worried about what people think no more. It's either you accept me as an energy being, because this is temporary. So why are you even judging this? This is actually a suit to protect our energy. Right? This is our space suit, this avatar. This is our soul suit. For the little brackets of soul that we do carry, because the overall energy of soul, these are actually inside the soul. So it's just how you perceive things and how you look at it, but that's another story. Right? Everything. Love. Free with you. Trust. So once you start walking in that love and that balance and that judgment-free zone, stop judging people. You can have your opinion, like I said, because in order for us to evolve and elevate, yes. Right? And the only reason I say the things that I'm saying is because, watch my journey, see where I fuck up, learn from me. Laugh at me, clown me, whatever, I don't care. I'm your public experiment. I'm my own guinea pig. Let me be that mirror and that example. Okay, that didn't work for her. This is what I told my daughter when she was growing up. You meant to not be better than me. I'm not perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect. You're going to see me fuck up certain things, then you know that's not the thing that's going to work for you. Right? Or you might want to avoid these obstacles that I've ended up enduring in my life. I tell my kids all the time, be better than me. Right? And that doesn't mean that they're going to always get it right either. Because me, as their parent, I also understand I'm still learning and I make mistakes as their parent. So the decisions and the choices that they make is not always going to be right either. All I can do is love them along the way and hope and pray that they find their way in this maze of life, right? But walking with love is very, very important in these days and times. Good intentions is very, very important because I think it would change the trajectory of what's been happening down here on this planet. Right? We're complaining, we're sad, we're unhappy, we're going through this, we're going through that. We have to learn from these things. And not to say, haha, that's what happened, good, learn your lesson. Not in that way. That's not what I mean. It's not in a derogatory way. It's not in a way to belittle you or me. It's in a way to say, reflect. Go inside of yourself. Inflect. Dissect yourself. Shit, everybody got the time to judge you and say this and them. When you gonna judge yourself? And not in a bad way, to learn, to evolve. Right? Because you want to be free. That's your form of freedom. That's your form of accepting okay, this is why, this happened. Yes, this happened. Yes, that happened. Fuck, I didn't like this shit. Then this shit hurt. But you have to change your perception. Damn, I'm a warrior of life. Fuck that shit. I'm a warrior of life. I'm a survivor of life. Because life gonna life. Regardless whether you hear or not, it's gonna continue to life because life is what it is. It's the everlasting, forever living being. That's what life is. And life is love. In order to enjoy life, the secret is love. Whew. I love you. I love you, Divine. I love you. I really do. Meet me in my dreams. Meet me in my dreams. Right? You have a vision for yourself. Things you want to do, how you envision your life, how you want it to be. That's why you say, make your dreams come true. Meet yourself in your dreams. How do you meet yourself in your dream? They say life is a dream, but this is a dream. You want to meet yourself in your dream? How you going to do that? By working on those things. Moving forward towards those things that you want for yourself, for your life, for your inner being, for yourself, and for your outer world. Right? Because your inner self, whatever is inside, whatever is in this here, is what you envision it comes to life on the outside of you. It becomes flesh. The word, the thought becomes flesh. Hey. Whew. Boy, I don't think we're ready for this, Ay, man. And like I said, the best way to enjoy life is to love it. And the first thing to love life is to know that life is source. Life is creation itself. Life is existence. And that's made out of love. It's love. In order to create anything, in order to create life, what do you need? Love. Boom! You know what I'm saying? Ay. Bill money. Jail. Streets is calling. When you get lost in this motherfucker, this is what's gonna happen right here. That's what you're gonna need. Because life is one big maze. It's one big puzzle that you gotta learn to figure out, understand. You know that game Clue? You gotta figure this out. You gotta figure that out. This, that. That's life. You know, I see things different the way I express myself, right? So you have to. Life is a clue. We are pieces to this puzzle that we gotta figure out how to set this puzzle up in order for it to be complete. In order for you to feel whole and complete with yourself. Right? Because you're going to get lost. You're going to be confused. That's why you focus on one thing at a time. What is the one thing that's most important to you? Work on that. And you can't be worried about what everybody else, because you're picking up everybody else's energy. That's where all the confusion starts in your inner self. You only have a certain amount of energy that can fit within this vessel. So the moment this vessel get filled with all kinds of stuff, it's going to overflow. It's like a cup. It's going to overflow. Whatever fits in is what fit in. Once it overflows and you put new stuff, the old stuff falls out. So you cleanse yourself that way. Whatever is within you, whatever thoughts and ways and behavior, character, personality, things you don't like, let it overflow. Take that shit out. Right? And just bring in new energies into yourself. And within a certain amount of time, you're like, hey, I feel lighter. I feel happier. You know what I mean? My environment is clean. I don't have toxicity around me. I feel healthy. I feel this. I feel that. You know what I mean? And even when you have these bad days and these bad feelings and this and that, you know how to embrace it more, because you start looking at it different. And because you start looking at it different, it don't affect you the same way. You feel me? It's not gonna affect you the same way, divine. So anyway, I don't want to get too long into this though. I don't even know. You know what I mean? Just going with the flow as usual. When I come here, I don't know what's coming out. You understand? I just do what divine tell me to do. Divine flow through me. It is what it is. I don't know nothing about this shit. Just come and do your thing. Okay, here I am. I'm doing it. Supposed to be love reading, just with the initial intention. But I also dedicated myself that whatever comes out is what comes out. And I would do it honesty, truth, and with good intentions. And be honest to the best of my ability. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. That's okay. It's fine. You can judge. You don't have to. You don't have to agree. Right? We don't need negative energy. If you don't like what I'm saying, that's okay. I love you anyways. Anyways. Whew. Because no matter what, and even for the things that I'm saying, right, that I might not agree with because I'm not on that frequency and doing certain things, right? It doesn't mean that I'm not going to approach you always with a loving and kind nature. I'm always going to do that because that's who I am, right? That's who I am. Pure heart, not perfect. And I probably will make mistakes after these, whatever. And I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I tell my kids. Be better than me. And whatever you see I fuck up at, where I fall at, I would appreciate, instead of laughing with me and he laughing at me, haha, that's what you get, etc. No. Even if it's in the future. Right? Don't do that. Take the good things. And make the bad things be an example. I'm willing to be that guinea pig for you. Good intentions. Whatever I do, it's always going to be good intentions. And like I said, I'm going to have my bad days because I keep it real, authentic. Some days you're going to see me nice and calm like this. Some days I might have fucking energies fucking with me and shit. Now maybe fuck that shit. You know? I might have my moments, but whatever those moments are, I'm going to always make sure that I'm 100 with it. Fuck that. I'm always keep it real to the best of my ability. You understand? But anyways, divine, I appreciate you if you made it to the end of the video. I'm Stardust Goddess Divine here at Love Life Messages to Talk. You know what I'm saying? I see you. The question is, do you see me? One love. Divine love, divine peace, and divine consciousness.